everyone, it's PixelParadise here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am building a modern farmhouse, and can I just say I love how this house turned out. It's probably one of my favorite builds that I've done so far, and it's also taken me the longest amount of time. I've actually been working on this house all week this week, so yeah, it's been a long time, but it turned out really nicely, I think. So hopefully you guys will think the same. But I wanted to just go ahead and apologize ahead of time. Right now I just woke up. I'm really stuffy. I'm getting over a sinus infection, so that is why my voice and everything sounds the way it does. I just wanted to get up early this morning. It's actually 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, what is wrong with me? It's Saturday and I'm up at 7 o'clock in the morning. But I wanted to get this video edited and exported so that I could upload it for you guys today. So there is that. Anyway, so with the house, I was actually going off of pictures that I found. I can't talk. I actually was like shaping the front of the house like a house that I found on Pinterest that was super inspiring to me. So I found the picture and I was like, I want to do a house like this. So I did it. But I only had a picture of the front, so the front is actually the only thing that was from Pinterest. Everything else I kind of just made up while I was going. So here I am doing a little garage area, and I actually found this trick from her name is Schnuck or something like that. I'll leave her link down below, but she makes amazing builds, and she does like the stop motion speed builds, and she uses a lot of like really unique ways with the furniture and just all sorts of things. So it's really cool, and you guys should definitely check her out if you haven't already. But that's where I got that trick from, and there's a few other things that I used in this video that I got from her, so it was a lot of fun though. So I do end up changing some of the stuff later on. Like, the lot does not stay the same. You guys will see later in the video that I do move this to a bigger lot because the backyard was pretty much non-existent. And I'm pretty sure that when I moved it, I did not have move objects on. So some of the things that I put in there are missing. Or it could just be from the time that my cat unplugged my computer. I mean, I don't really know. I wasn't even thinking. My cat was playing around with one of the cords, and the way that it's plugged in, like, you just can't mess with it. And I was sitting there recording, and then bam, black screen. I'm like, excuse me, what just happened? And then I look over and my cat is like running away. Like, oh, great. I just did like at least 30 minutes worth of work and it's all gone now. But it's fine, you know, we're fine. So anyway, back to the house. Like I said, I only had the front, so like the interior and also the backyard, I kind of just had to guess on what it would look like. So I added like a little sunroom, and the landscaping was also something that I just kind of did whatever. For those of you guys that don't know, my husband is actually a landscaper. He owns his own business, and I always try to get him to help me because I feel like I landscape so poorly in The Sims. And I was like, so do you think this looks okay? And of course he's kind of just like, yeah, looks fine. He's not really into The Sims. He prefers like God of War. That's like the only video game that he actually plays pretty much, and Skyrim, but he doesn't really play much of Skyrim. It's more God of War. So anyway, I ended up changing the upstairs. At first it was just going to be like a little hallway area, but then I couldn't get the stairs to line up where I wanted them to, so I ended up scooting it back and making the upstairs bigger, which I'm so glad that I did, because now it's like an actual, like you can actually have rooms up there, which I do end up putting 3 bedrooms in total. One of them ends up being an office space, but you can definitely change it to be a bedroom. I was trying to think of what I'm trying to say. So in the house, I really focused a lot on like the rustic kind of look. So you guys will see that I use those beams a lot. I really like how they look. So I am just putting all the flooring down. I put carpet in the bedrooms, which, I mean, I personally don't like carpet, but that's just my personal opinion. So then in the living room, I put this really cute fireplace along with the TV. That TV is actually like the stand TV, but I wanted to move it up to make it look like it was like mounted onto the fireplace mantle. Or not mantle, that's not the mantle, but up onto the fireplace. And then I use that really cute plaid chair, which I don't know why I've never used that before. It is so stinking cute. I love it. It's so, I love that style. And then here I was like, okay, we don't really have like shiplap. Like, what's a farmhouse without shiplap? So I actually used, it's like in the paneling section from Spa Day, they actually have like a panel that looks like shiplap. I was like, okay, this is perfect. I'm using it. Also, I struggled so hard with the curtains. Like, can we please get new curtains? Please, like, none of them fit smaller windows, and if they do, they just don't look right, or they cover the entire window, and I just wish we had more options with the curtains. Am I the only one? Oh, so that plant that's in the left-hand corner, it actually disappears. So when I replaced the house, I don't know if I said this already or not, but when I replaced the house, I didn't have move objects on, so some of the things disappear, and that plant is one of those things. Also, that lantern, it doesn't disappear, but I love it. Like, how cute is that? It was in the debug items, and I was like, okay, that is perfect. Also, I just wanted to say that this house is going to be part of my my save file. That's what it is. And I think, like, right now I have it in Willow Creek, but I'll probably end up moving it over to Brindleton Bay, because this is more of that style, I feel like. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I am starting a save file, and my goal is to record all of my videos and everything, like all the things that I'm doing for the save file, so that you guys can watch me put it together. But I wanted to make my houses kind of look realistic in a way. So that's why I put a garage, and the garage is literally, it has a car and normal things that a garage would have. I really like the realism with that. So I also did this laundry room, which is kind of like a mudroom laundry room, and then it ends up with a half bath in there too. But those little shelves were not tall enough, so I put them underneath like counters, and they turned out so cute. You guys will see in the end with the screenshots, but they turned out really cute. Also, this bathroom, it was so small and it was driving me crazy, so I end up extending it just by, just make it 2 wide instead of 1 wide, but it was just driving me insane with how tiny it was. I was like, I can't even see in here. So yeah, there I go. And then I was trying to be all creative with the sink and everything, so I ended up making it work. It turned out really cute. Like, look at that. That is so cute, isn't it? I thought so. Anyway, as I was saying with the save file, I just want to like make the houses a little bit more realistic, and to me, like, clutter is not necessarily realistic for everybody. Like, I know for my house, if I have more than like 2 things on my coffee table, it just bugs me. If I'm being honest, like, I usually just have one picture frame, and then we have a box of Kleenex, and then sometimes we'll have our remote on there, but most of the time our remote is actually down in a drawer, so it's tucked away. So I really don't have that much clutter in my house, and so I feel like not all Sims would have clutter. You know what I mean? I mean, like, maybe if your Sim is like a slob or something, then I can see it, but I just don't think that all Sims would have it. So yeah, that's just kind of what I'm gonna go with for like when I'm building these houses for everybody. I mean, not everyone is gonna have clutter. So anyway, we are on to the kitchen now, and this kitchen turned out so cute. I just love the little like thing over there with the beam going. I don't know what to call that, but it's just so cute. Also, I was trying to be really creative with the walls, so I like put up those they're supposed to be a wall, like a room divider, but I put them up on there, and I was like, oh, that's so cute, but it just didn't work with this house. It was just too much on the modern side, and I wanted to keep it more like rustic modern, if that makes sense. So I just went with shiplap. I mean, honestly, you cannot go wrong with that. Also, you guys probably just saw those 2 paintings that I put up. I actually got those off the gallery, so if you didn't know, you can get, they're kind of like custom paintings from the gallery, but they're not custom content, so that's pretty handy. Most of the time, I'm pretty sure all the time, actually, that they are base game compatible, so you're able to download pictures and stuff like that. So I really like how I did those lanterns too. Like, that was just so cute, and I made sure to get a screenshot of that at the end, so you guys will see. Also, that light worked perfectly. It's so beautiful, so rustic looking, and I feel like that's a pretty, like, it's a pretty standard thing for farmhouses to have lights like that nowadays. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I really liked it. Also, I was having a really hard time finding a rug to put underneath this table. Either they were too big or too small, and if I sized them up, then they were too big. If I sized them down, then they were too small, and I just was struggling so much with it. Oh my goodness, it was driving me crazy. And then I was like, okay, I want to put something in this corner, but I'm not really sure what. And I also wanted the walls to be different, but I end up changing them so they're all the same. And then I don't know, the dining room actually was a struggle for me. I was like, I don't know what to do with this place. But what I did do turned out pretty cute, I think. Also, you guys probably just saw that I put like a welcome mat type of thing out on the front porch, because to me, that's just normal for people to have mats outside of their door. Like, you can have them inside too, but most of the time people have them on their front porch so that they can wipe their shoes before they come into the house. So I just put welcome mats outside of both of the doors. So here I am working on the sunroom, and it's super cute. I feel like it's a really nice place where they can just go out and sit and just have a lounge, read a book, just relax. I just thought it was a really cute place. I would love to hang out there all the time. And then I like surrounded it with plants, of course, because like, I don't know. I don't know why, but I did. So here I am working on the garage, and so I put one of those little cars in there from the debug items, and I was kind of jumping all over the place, if you guys can't tell, for this build, but I kind of just made the garage a little more cluttered, because I was like, most of the time garages are like, if you don't have a specific storage room, like, garages a lot of the time turn out to be like a storage area, at least from what I've seen. I mean, maybe not for everybody, but that's just what I've seen. So here I am going to start working upstairs, and this little guy was the bathroom. I feel kind of bad because like after I moved the lot to a bigger, like after I moved the house to a bigger lot, I could have made the house a little bit bigger, but I didn't. So they have this super tiny bathroom, but it's still a cute little bathroom. And they also have smaller bedrooms, I would say, but you know, they still work. And if all you're doing is sleeping, then who really cares, right? Also, I did put that like the dog bowls downstairs, and then I forgot to put a dog bed, but at the same time there's not really space for a dog bed, so I don't know. Most of the time the dogs or cats, they end up like on your bed anyway, you know, so, or they end up sleeping on the floor even if they have a bed. So yeah, anyway, I kind of planned this house for a family of 3 with a child daughter. Maybe I'll do a create a sim with them so that, you know, we can move them in and start the save file that way. Let me know if you guys want to see me do the create a sims for the sims that I plan on putting in these houses. Maybe I should do them first, or I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So this third bedroom, like I said, I turned it into like an office space, but you can definitely have it as a bedroom. I just thought, you know, maybe the mom is really into art and this is kind of like her crafty room. I don't know. I really am excited for the new stuff pack that they're coming up with the arts and crafts and everything, because I personally love doing crafts. I actually have a craft room of my own and I just love doing like DIY stuff and all of that, but I just kind of saw this mom as like a DIY mom. So she has like her own little space upstairs, and that's just where she does all of her stuff. So here is where I switched over to a bigger lot so that I could make the backyard that I thought it should be. So I really love this backyard. I feel like maybe it doesn't fit 100% with like the farmhouse vibes, but I love how it turned out. The pool is so beautiful. That's like my dream swimming pool, which you guys will see it. At first I was going to try to make it look like it was a curved pool, but I could not find the little stones that I was looking for. So I was like, well, we'll just do it this way then. So I kind of made it look more like tropical, I guess you could say. So I figured, like, for my aunt, she actually has a pool similar to this where it's just like surrounded by all of these really pretty tropical looking plants, and there's like fountains and a waterfall and stuff, and I just love how that looks. I love the style of that. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna do this. And then I also wanted to put that hot tub like right next to the pool, as though it was almost like attached to the pool. Now I wish that we could do that like where it was actually attached, because that would be just so awesome. But we can't. So anyway, here's where I'm doing like the tropical thing, and those plants, they're probably fake, let's be honest. You live in Brindleton Bay. Well, this house is in Willow Creek, but in Brindleton Bay, you're probably not going to have tropical plants like that. So they probably are fake, which is fine. You know, they still look really pretty. I love how they turned out. I think they're super cute. And then, yeah, I don't really know what I was going to say just then. But I just kind of, that little corner there, it was bothering me because it was like not doing its thing. So I ended up just putting a pile of rocks there with some plants around it and called it a day. And then I put a bunch of fountains around this pool, like a lot. It was kind of crazy. But it's super luxurious looking, I think. The pool is probably like the most luxurious place, like the most luxurious part of the whole house. And I love it. And then I was trying to figure out, okay, like what else do I do with this yard? Because it is so huge now. Like I went from having nothing to having like almost too much space. So I added a little fire pit. I also end up adding like a little swing for the child. And then I add more plants and more pathways and stuff. But I was trying to figure out a place to put like a bar, because I kind of saw this family being like a party family, like where they like to host parties a lot, but I just couldn't figure out a good place to put it, so I didn't put it anywhere. Also, you guys, I can't believe I didn't even talk about this, but around all of the like stone pathways, I actually put like the pebble stuff on the side of it, just to kind of change it up a little bit, make it look a little bit different. I don't know, I like that look, and I feel like that's pretty realistic in around houses where I am, at least. Like a lot of the time people have like the pathway with gravel on the sides of it, so that's just kind of what I was going for. I also put this super cute little lounging area with one of the spa day drink trays, so that they can kind of just hang out by the pool, have some drinks, you know, whatever. And then I put that little path going from the front porch around to the backyard, because I just, without having like a fence on the front porch, I was like, okay, it feels kind of silly to not have a path over there. I felt like it was kind of a shortcut, I guess. So here I am adding another flower bed type of thing, and I was actually inspired to do these by my in-laws. So my husband's parents, they actually have really pretty landscaping around their house, and it's like the stones around a flower bed with just some trees in it, and I just feel like it kind of makes it look tied together, I guess, with everything else. Instead of it just being a couple of trees, it just kind of makes it look more like intentional and put together. Maybe I'm just crazy, but that's just my opinion. So we are getting ready to head into the screenshots. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this little speed build, and if you'd like to download this house for yourself, it is available on the gallery, and you can find it by searching for hashtag PixelParadise, or you can search Emily the Great 11, and it will be on my origin page. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on more videos like this in the future. And I will see you all next time. Bye! Just like the wind, she slipped through my fingers.